We have leaked photos and updated specifications for the Nikon Z6 and Z7, as well as an update to the Canon M50 Mark II. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Simon. Thanks for tuning into The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any news, rumors, or tutorials. And by the way, I'm giving away a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera to one lucky viewer. Details are in the description down below, or you can watch this video here, but essentially all you have to do is subscribe for your chance to win. All right, so I'm going to get this out really quickly. There might not be the best video I've shot, but I'm trying to get this shot before work starts so I can have this out by 10 o'clock. All right, here we go. The Nikon Z6 and Z7 will be announced tonight at midnight Eastern Time. Thanks to Nakashita, we have leaked photos and specifications. The front doesn't look that much different, but as you can see on the back, there's a different button layout configuration. And here's a view from the top. By the end of the day, we'll know how close these leaked specifications are at midnight when Nikon makes their announcement. The Nikon Z6 Mark II will have 4K video up to 60 frames per second, but it is going to have a 1.7 times crop. It will have 2 X-speed processors and improved autofocus. Both cameras will get improvements in human and animal eye autofocus, along with improvements in continuous autofocus. The Z6 is capable of 14 frames per second, while the Z7 is capable of 12 frames per second. Odd, I'd really expect the Z7 to be more capable as it's the stills hybrid camera rather than the Z6, which is more video focused. Now the buffer does support up to 99 shots, and the price? Well, the Z6 is going to cost $1797 and the Z7 is going to cost $2497. Now these prices are less than their predecessors. The Z6 Mark I was released at $1999 and the Z7 at $2599. It's kind of nice, isn't it? Camera companies actually releasing cameras that are a little bit cheaper than the predecessors. I kind of like that. A nod to Nikon on this one. Anyhow, now it's over to Canon. Canon rumors updated the leaked specifications for the Canon M50 Mark II. Now, as many of you had suggested, the specs weren't correct. The information reported by Canon rumors this morning was leaked from Canon marketing materials, and as such, it's not as detailed in some areas that we would like it to be. The M50 Mark II will get the Digic 8 processor, not the Digic 10 processor previously rumored. And it's going to have the 24.1 megapixel APS-C sensor instead of the 32.5 megapixel sensor found in the 90D and the M6 Mark II. While 4K video is a given, it didn't specify the top frame rate. But if we look at the Canon 90D and the M6 Mark II, both of these two cameras having the same Digic 8 processor, we can expect that the M50 Mark II will top out at 30 frames per second, which is the case with pretty much every other camera, Canon camera that is, having the Digic 8 processor. One plus is that it will record 120 frames per second, which is a terrific boost, giving us buttery smooth slow motion. Now, not many cameras in this segment have this capability. However, there's no mention if autofocus is active. You'll remember that the Canon 90D and the M6 Mark II don't get autofocus while shooting in slow motion, and they have the same processor. Now the M50 Mark II supports 7.4 frames per second stills with autofocus tracking, 10 frames per second without. The M50 does get eye detection for video and stills, and it gets a flippy screen and a 2.36 million dot electronic viewfinder. With a cat out of the bag, I'd say we're days away from Canon making an announcement. Oh, and one more thing. I published a review earlier this morning on the Hollyland Mars 400S Pro. I've since scheduled that review for October the 15th, which is when Hollyland will have their official announcement. Looks like I jumped the gun on that one. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe for your chance to win the Synco Lav S6E and M3 shotgun microphones. I'll be awarding these prizes once the channel reaches 20,000 subscribers, and I'll offer up a different, more expensive prize every 10,000 subscribers until the channel reaches 100,000, at which point I'll be awarding a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera. And on that bombshell, thanks for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. We'll see you again soon.